Hey guys, to Jew22 here, and welcome to the final match of the Gold Rush tournament. And no, it's not the finals, but it's the final match. And what a way to go out. It is the Undertaker against Mr. Rogers. And oddly enough, these two have never met until now. Folks, this is going to be good. And after this, we'll count up all the scores from not just the blue conference, but also the red conference, and we'll find out who is going to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And then we'll also find out what other matches we're going to have at the Super Show from the board of directors. So we'll find out what matches they come up with as well. So with that in mind, here we go. And we're off. And the Undertaker begins with a neck breaker. And now he picks up Mr. Rogers. So now Mr. Rogers, of course, is going to be in for one hell of a fight, considering he's up against the Undertaker. In fact, I would have to think that actually is he undefeated? I'm trying to remember if he was undefeated or not. But in any case, Undertaker does have a winning record, so Mr. Rogers is going to need to win this match if he has any chance of going to the Money in the Bank ladder match. We'll find out after this match, which is pending. And a kick and a punch right to the left arm of the Undertaker. And an arm smash onto Mr. Rogers. And a punch to the back of the head of Mr. Rogers. And a forearm right to Undertaker. And a cross arm breaker to the Undertaker, but a rope break for the Undertaker. An arm wrench to the Undertaker. But of course, Undertaker has a 2-1 record. Okay, I remember now. His only loss came at the hands of Nufi Banga. And right now, Undertaker wants to take his frustrations out on Mr. Rogers. But, so, if anything, Undertaker cannot afford a loss, as can Mr. Rogers. So we'll find out which one of these two is going to win. I mean, Rogers has a draw because he didn't want to fight Bob Barker. You know, just purely out of respect, you know. And because they are tag team partners, you know. They don't want to fight each other. And a whip into the corner goes Undertaker. And a punch right to the head of Undertaker. And an arm smash. And a DDT to Mr. Rogers. But a kick to the leg of Undertaker. And some back elbows to Mr. Rogers. Elbow to the head of Mr. Rogers. I mean, Mr. Rogers has taken on all comers. I mean, he has had the type of career that Bob Barker has had. A very decorated career in his own right. And has been around, in fact, he's been with this company since its inception in 1969. But oddly enough, but oddly, he had never fought in The Undertaker until now. So, for Mr. Rogers, there's a first for everything. And another chop block to the Undertaker. In fact, that's a smart strategy for Mr. Rogers because he's got to wear down the Undertaker, whether it's his legs or just you know, knocking him down whenever he has the chance to, and keeping him down. If he can slap on that figure 4 lock or execute the neighborhood slam, he will. A full Nelson onto the Undertaker. I don't think you're gonna. Yeah, you're not gonna slap a full Nelson on the Undertaker and make him tap out that way. I really don't think you can do that. But another chop block onto the Undertaker. And a DDT to Mr. Rogers. And I think the Undertaker's ready to fight. Ooh, and a huge punch to knock down Mr. Rogers. Oh, wait a minute, Tony Bennett. And let's not forget the battles that Undertaker and Bennett have had in recent memory. And by recent, I mean months ago, really. I mean, they had that epic 45-minute match, which was a submission match, but the fact that the match was taking so long, and the fact that at the rate that they were going, that match looked as if it was never going to end, really. But that was the match that made Tony Bennett a star in this company, really. But right now, he would love for his friend Mr. Rogers to win against Undertaker. And wait a minute, Crossroads, taking a page out of Cody Rhodes' book. And oh, wait a minute, the neighborhood slam onto by Mr. Rogers to the Undertaker. And is that it? 1, 2, no, kick out. Just that delay allowed. That delay between the time he hit the move to when he went for the cover allowed the Undertaker to kick out of that. So for Mr. Rogers, he's going to have to do more than that to the Undertaker if he wants to win. But he's got to stay on him, though. That's the key. Ooh, and a punch right to the throat of the Undertaker. And another full Nelson, but again, I don't think you're going to beat the Undertaker with a full Nelson. Yeah, forget it. And a scoop and a slam right to the Undertaker. I mean, let's not forget, Mr. Rogers was one victory away from becoming the King of the Ring, which is another achievement that Mr. Rogers himself can't claim because he's never won it. And if Mr. Rogers was to somehow get into the Money in the Bank ladder match, he would be competing in his very first one. Oh, but Undertaker not staying down for very long. Whipped into the ropes, or into the corner rather. And a clothesline right to the Undertaker. But Undertaker just not staying down. And another STO to the Undertaker. Now he picks him up. Oh, but Undertaker just refusing to stay down. And a forearm right to the Undertaker. And an abdominal stretch. Yeah, no chance for that. And is Tony Bennett still on the outside? I don't know what happened to him, really. Well, if he left, then I guess it was just for moral support, I suppose. And wait, what's he doing? Nope. Countered into an arm breaker. Now he picks him up again. But Undertaker just shoving him away. And whipped into the corner is the Undertaker. And a European uppercut to the Undertaker. And another one. And Undertaker just beating him to the punch right there. And Undertaker... Whoa, look at the strength. to be able to do that to Mr. Rogers' arm. And a couple of shoulders or elbows to the shoulders of Mr. Rogers, then a leg drop. Just back and forth between these two. I mean, Undertaker has a huge threshold of pain, which is why he's... I mean, the fact that he's taking all these shots, you know, taking all these shots from Mr. Rogers and still being able to fight back is amazing. In fact, that's been the Undertaker's calling card ever since he debuted. Inverted atomic drop. And whipped into the corner is Mr. Rogers. And another kick and another punch right to the left arm of Undertaker. Wait a minute. A cross arm breaker to the Undertaker. Well, that rhymed, but Undertaker, well, he got out of it though. And Undertaker just striking Mr. Rogers. Excuse me, Mr. Rogers cannot, you know, beat the Undertaker in a fisticuffs. That's not Mr. Rogers' forte, and for some reason the Undertaker decided to leave the ring. I'm not sure why. Well, now he gets back in though. A back body drop onto Mr. Rogers. And now, wait, what's he doing? What's Undertaker doing? Well, oh, wait a minute. He's going for it. He's gonna go for it. Old school. Onto Mr. Rogers, and this is not good. Tombstone pile driver. Tombstone pile driver to Mr. Rogers. 1, 2, 3. Even the great Mr. Rogers couldn't kick out of that. Even in his prime, he couldn't kick out of that. But then again, he never met the Undertaker in his prime, because Undertaker didn't exist then. But the Undertaker is 3-1 in this tournament, and I have a feeling he's in there. He's going to be in the Money in the Bank ladder match, but we'll find out what the official scores are going to be. But for Undertaker, big victory for him.